Jurgen's battery! Ah, we should still be phase 1. We need to complete before we can begin phase 2. I'm guessing the White Forge is a thing we'll do in the first phase, but I wonder what's the reason we'll have to come back here. No point worrying about it now. Find the Leg of Faith and pay Rust artifacts. Ooh, this is a big map.
Of course.
What is it? No, it's fairly sizable. There should be the Hermit here somewhere. That probably should be our first step. I'm assuming the road leads to his house. No, the road will lead to the forge. Sacred instruments. Ista's device makes a terrible screeching noise. The compass points west. Help! Somebody help me! Help, please! I'm down here! Standing on a narrow outcropping far below the edge of the chasm, a villager waves his arms frantically. The villager is well out of reach, and the uneven, slick surface of the chasm would prove difficult to climb by hand. Tie a rope around your waist and anchor it. No, who's... Well, I'm actually one of the stronger ones, so... Zahua has a solid grasp of knots and steps forward to secure the line around your waist. The trapped man presses himself against the chasm wall. Please hurry, the ice is starting to crack. Looking down, you can see another smaller ledge further up along the side of the chasm. It is close enough to jump to, but it may not be able to support your weight. Climb down. You take firm hold of the rope and cautiously make your way down to the ledge. You hear an ominous crunch as the ice shifts. Somewhere below, the trapped man lets out an alarmed cry. Hurry! This is sort of not going how I intended. I was sort of thinking that we would basically use me and the other group members as anchors and let someone with a high athletics score go down. I have basically no athletics, so this is gonna suck. On the ledge, you have a moment to survey your surroundings. The trapped villager is almost directly beneath you, his frightened face turned up to watch your progress. You take a moment to get a better sense of your position. Several sections of the cliffside below you appear to be comprised of thin sheets of ice, like windows set along the chasm walls. The thin ice is packed through with air bubbles, and moving too quickly across the surface could cause it to shatter. Anxious, the villager calls up to you. Please help me. Climb down. What is rappel? Rappel from the ledge. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's basically, instead of just climbing down, it's like sort of pushing away from the wall and lowering yourself quickly, sort of continually leaping lower and lower. Try to descend rapidly. Um, so continue climbing down. You continue to carefully make your way down the cliffside. I don't think it'll hold much longer. You hear a faint clattering sound and a sharp cry. Glancing down, you see that the man has slipped, but he grabs hold of the rocky wall just in time to stabilize himself. As you pass a fragile section of ice, you feel the wind begin to pick up. The freezing gust tugs fiercely at your clothing, howling past you. Nearby, there is a narrow hollow in the wall of the cavern that could provide some shelter until the winds die down. A bulwark against the elements. Concentrating hard, you cast a protective spell upon yourself. The chill winds slide harmlessly past you and you continue your descent. At last you come within arm's reach of the trapped villager. He reaches out toward you. When your hand is mere inches from his, the outcropping beneath his feet suddenly shudders and gives way, and starts to fall. Might as well dive after him. You loosen your grip on the rope, quickly dropping down toward the falling man and reaching him just in time. The rope around your waist brings you both to a painful stop. You grab hold of the man and hoist him up. He wraps his arms around you, securing himself against your back. Sections of the ridge begin to crumble away into the darkness below. Passenger in tow, you begin your ascent. You make steady progress back up the side of the chasm, the rescued villager clinging to you tightly. At last you reach the top and climb back over the side to safety. That went surprisingly well. Oh, thank you. I've been down there for so long, I thought I was done for. I'm heading back to town. Watch your step out here. So, just a random villager. Still, we did something successfully. Yay!
The stench. Even worse when dead.
Behind us!
Baragon spoke of this one. Let him be.
Excellent. Peace with the ogres. His thrust device points directly at the cavern entrance. Retrieve the ore. Like if a lots of them. Quite a few casters. Casters shouldn't be too tough though. Ah, for fuck's sake. No, 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 no. Is the ooze taking any damage? Yes, yes it is. Palutena affects Lagopane with effect error. Right.
All right then.
White adder gems. All are covered in notches and peculiar engravings, though their meaning is unclear. So, what exactly is your device hunting down? It's not ore, that's for certain. Some kind of manufactured items. Card from a certain type of ore, maybe. Or adra. But touched by the hand of Kith, probably dwarves.
I can do that. That's settled.
Oh shit. And we're paralyzed already. That took like a second. We're paralyzed.
Blood burns. Leave it to me. All right then.
I can do that. That's settled.
Spell tongue. Unique rapier. Inflicts deal 5-second duration from each beneficial effects on the target. Steal 15% of attack speed. Console House Corrosing Sight. Right. Interesting enough, at least. Battered shipment. This large sackcloth package is stuffed to capacity. A long gouge along one of the sides has permitted some of its contents to spill out. Shallow tins that stink heavily of sweat. Drug shipment. Chicken. Surprise, surprise, someone wasn't completely
Now
honest with us.
this I haven't seen before.
I can do that. That's settled.
Not too long.
I think basic enchantment. No need to do anything too fancy.
Not too long.
I'm ready.
Not too. Of course.
Oh, we're not even at the halfway point. Yeah, this is gonna be a long, long goddamn trip on this map. Depends on how many random fights we have here, of how painful this experience is gonna be. If there's purpose to all this space and things that we're gonna find here, that's one thing. But if it's always just sort of copy-pasted fights, then it's going to become tiresome. Okay, looks like there's some kind of walls here, right? Spirits. Front entrance, maybe? Gate?
That caravan must have had a half-ton of steel. Coinmaster Zoltan's finally getting his way.
For now. The other commandants will have his head.
Only if they don't tear each other to pieces first. I heard Maroon and Exandru.
Last thing I want is to get on Maroon's bad side.
Fine, just say the words then. I'm getting hoarse.
Maybe they had one really tall dwarf who needed a door this big.
Maybe they needed to bring in supplies and didn't want to use a small door to bring it all in. Wagons, the stuff. Larger equipment pieces, maybe. Right, we don't want to mess with the door at all until we've basically gotten rid of every other potential thing to do here. Talk to the hermit at the very least. Seem like there are valuable tips here about this place. He must have discovered something. Jurgen's Crossing. Slaked Skull Paladin. Right. I recall these guys. Sort of. Anyway, who wants to get horribly murdered? Raise your hand. I don't see any particular reason why I should hold back against these guys. No, no, no. You need to form sort of a battle line here.
Heck, word.
Metzla, did she die? No. A little bit of extra damage on top of that, and that should basically be the end of that. No. Debuff them. No, 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 no. Weaken them. What's she trying to do? She's a fighter, has a lot of extra defenses going on now, so she's gonna be very tough to do damage or even hit. Either got confused. It'd be great if you would stop doing that.
Beyond secret.
$89.
Mm. %1 chance to hit. Right, I'll take it. And this should be the end of things. Debuffing him, buffing our own accuracy by 10 points. Right, not that interesting of a fight. Forgotten Tear of the Beloved. Flail. Well, chance to dazing on hit or critical hit. Prayer against treasury, grant suppress affliction. It's fine. That's what it is. Might as well at least check the grimoire. Doubt it has anything, but never hurts to take a look. Ah, so the monk was here just chilling out while the rest of them were killing. What the fuck was that? Ah, right. You got confused. There's an ice troll somewhere.
Alright.
Well, this might explain what's going on here.
Take that!
So, feel free to attack something.
Gotcha.
I feel the faster attack speed would probably be better in most cases.
Take that!
Don't even.
Right.
Alright then.
In the trampled bloody slush around this toppled wagon, you spy tracks leading back south along the path. Intellect while endurance above 50%, focus gain while endurance above, right. Cypress amulet. Not of much use to us. Battery watchtower. I don't want to go anything battery related until we've talked to the hermit. Right. So we really need to just kill with the monk.
Yes.
I suppose we should, if there's an easy fight, just let the monk handle it, support him. It's the easiest and quickest way to get the necessary kills. Empty crate, smells strongly of fish. This has to be the hermit's lodge. Lifting up a corner of the tarp reveals a jumble of rusted metal alongside the firewood.
Now this I haven't seen
Earthal.
before.
A man stands in the middle of the road. Without lowering the blade that rests on his shoulder, he takes 2 steps forward as if to speak for the group behind him. I was hoping for another gift bearer. They always carry surprises, and we love surprises. By we, of course, I mean me and this. The man taps the hilt of his sword. "It will be quick. Try to stay still." Who are these? Mercenary fighters, right. Are they any good? Well, they're probably at least okay. I don't feel like testing our monk's capabilities to solo all this trash at the moment, so we'll treat them seriously at the very least. Priest is the problem. Focus on the priest. Don't care what you do, just fight something. Rogue has to be dealt with. How much damage do you do to the mercenary priest? He basically does half damage. I'm not sure using the Morning Star would really improve the situation all that much. The N-Stock might help. The damage reduction would be good enough that the heavier armor wouldn't matter too much. Yeah, we can't do this in the middle of fight. Forgot about that. Yeah, don't steal kills from him. Get the wizard. Suicide. Mercenary priest kills mercenary priest. It's really hard to kill the fighter. Earthal, right. He's healing himself very rapidly. I'm going to try to give the kill to the monk, but I'm going to definitely support him. Right, at the very least I can disable him quite badly.
Yes?
PoE X Ana.
Not sure if I can do anything about the regeneration. I certainly can make him an easier target to hit. Easier target to damage. Do not attack. It's not gonna go down easily. make him harmless,
Ah,
but I
thick
can't
wood.
end him. Let it go. Let it go. He doesn't want to let it go. Let's put a hold on him.
Love.
There we go. Saint... What Wide Wind's Redeemer. Soul Binding. Bind this item to unlock the next level. What is it? Barbarian Fighter Paladin Greatsword. Ah, Paladin could use a new weapon, probably. So... This Paladin. Take it. Notebook. A recurring signature in the pages of this notebook indicates that it belongs to someone named Ixtli. The pages contain an assortment of entries. Some notes list collection of items alongside their purported value. Other pages are scribbled with notes about the land. A map of the rusted wood marks an important body of water. Next to it there are several underlined notes. They read, Nothok Tlokotl. Formalities first, of course, and she'll come up. Kuala Misha. She's a good girl and likes to hear it before she swims down. Sitlek Kuala. Just make sure she likes the fish for a job well done.
Of course.
Why does it put the grimoires in the fucking stash? What's your sword? Justice. It does crushing, slashing, piercing damage. That seems to be its thing. It's exceptional, but it's really nothing that amazing. Deals 200 damage to spirits with Saint Ardwin's Redeemer to unlock the next level, or 1000 damage to enemies. Right. 25% chance to cast Destroy Vessels on hit or critical hit. Slashing, piercing. It's exceptional. It's an okay weapon even now. This is not even a fine weapon, is it? No, it is certainly not. That's a big problem. It has a damage resistance bypasses, but that's pretty much all it has. Shocking damage? Gotta add something to it. But 8 points for legendary. At least 6. It'll probably make this superb. I would not make this a legendary weapon no matter what. So put in that. It's fine. or damaging. Um, Fine. It's not great, but it still doesn't really cost us anything either. Makes the weapon at least somewhat usable. The road continues climbing for a short distance before turning sharply down into the pass beyond.
Hmm? Hey.
There's no real need to rest, we still have a massive amount of spells unused.
Zawa is ready.
Of course.
Climb a rock. Taragir's camp. Hello there. Always good to see more Keith on the road. You can relax for the time being. Ingot here will let me know if any ogres come up on us. Ought to be heading down the mountain soon, but I've got still got some supplies if you need anything. Who are you? Name's Taragir. I come up to Stalwart sometimes to trade. Nothing fancy, like a Edoran has. Just supplies, ingredients. Came out here to get some air after the raid. Never been much of one for towns. Um, do you know a man by the name of Galavino? Think everyone knows Galvino. He has a cabin a little ways north of here. He'll want to follow the road a ways, then head into the trees. Don't go too far north though. Got bandits crawling all over the road in that pass. Tell me about the bandits. Most of the caravans have to take the one road down into the pass. A group of bandits set up shop just north of here, before the bend. They'll just take a toll on good days. Your head most others. I keep clear of them myself, and they don't usually come down the mountain. Right. What do you have? Few exceptional weapon pieces. 100 clothing. Damage protection against freezing. Nothing terribly interesting. Nothing terribly terrible either. So if you want camping supplies, he can provide them. What I think we want to do is we want to talk to the Galino guy. We also want to go back to the town to report our findings with the ore radar or whatever it was, dividing stick gadget. Elder Stag. Wow. Ooh. Why did they attack? Oh, just no, 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 no! You fight them off.
Zawa is ready.
Why do they hit so well? Well, it's not like my armor class is exceptional or anything. But losing to a fucking stag is still pretty good.
All right then.
I will walk unseen.
Kill is a kill though. Right. I suppose we could let Zahua and Halagina be a fighting pair, because they both need either damage or kills. Especially on those fights where there's no real threat to us. Try to farm the necessary kills and damage faster. See what the weapons can do.